Alrighty then. Usually I do classic cars. I've switched to dump trucks for the moment. This is mine, and I wanted to show how to do. People ask me because I've had to do all the brakes on this truck, and people are like, "How on earth?" With these Dayton style wheels, how on earth are you doing that by yourself? Well, very carefully. I know that doesn't tell you anything. I'm gonna show you how to do this. There is two ways. I think by yourself is actually better than having a buddy with you, because you can do it with two people a little easier than all these tools. But the tools guarantee you're not going to have a seal leak, because it's kind of rough with two people, because you don't have it. It's heavy. That thing is heavy, and you have a chance of tearing that seal up trying to get it on the spindle. So most people run this stuff here, this hub pilot, a whole lot easier, but I'm having trouble finding the correct hubs for this. I'm on the hunt right now. But I needed brakes, so this is the last wheel. So let me walk you over here and show you how I do it. I'll give you the phone back in a minute. So, got a new set of shoes on here. It's ready to go. Okay, that's the shoulder there where the seal is all shined up and cleaned up, new brakes. All that's good to go. Make sure your rollers are closed. The shoes are as far in as you can get them, because it won't go in the drum. All right, so you're gonna need this. You're gonna need this air jack, or if you just want to do the real cheap way, you can just get a bottle jack. But you're gonna need a plate similar to this one, at least that much thickness plate, otherwise it'll just fold up with the weight. This whole thing is very heavy. You're going to need a plate. That's what's underneath of this jack, this air jack from Harbor Freight, and you're going to need this sheet of metal. Without that, you're really in the sand, and Florida's really bad with sand. You can't get away from it. This kind of work is impossible by yourself, really, without these tools. It's transmission jack. That's something I think I got it from Harbor Freight years ago. It works great for this. Now you can kind of see what I got here. You can kind of see how this is going to work. And without it, you really can't do it by yourself. It's just too much weight. So what I've got here is get it all angled just right, and get that hole lined up with your spindle just like so. Get it just like so, and be real careful. And roll it on in there. And that's really how I do these things in Florida. Anywhere, really. Red dirt, Pennsylvania. You're still better with a sheet of metal than a transmission jack with wheels. All right. Let's get it on in there. So, we're going to clear the brake drum. Weight, no matter how you do it, don't let your fingers get pinched under these wheels. And be careful with that seal. I'm already a slight bit high right there. The bullseye there looks like right on in. A little bit too high still. Look how nice. You can't do that with you and a buddy and some belt. You on one side and your buddy over there. I've done it that way, but it's a mess. You tear that seal up. It's delicate. All right, we're looking good. We're looking real good. It's gonna go on in there. Yeah, right in there. Feels like I'm about in. Almost. Now, I'm going to put the bearing in it. Get that in there. and get this nut on it, and it'll pull it in the rest of the way. All right. Now we got our socket. It's going to draw it up in there. It's not even fighting or nothing. It's a perfect straight on in. I'm feeling no resistance. And it's going on back where it needs to be. That's right. Of course, I got the parking brake released so that the brakes will retract. That means I had to build up air pressure to be able to push the yellow brake button in to release the brakes. Otherwise, you ain't getting this drum on. But all that's already done. I mean, it's very close to being bottomed out in there. And that seal is not getting hurt at all. Alright, there it is. I'm going to leave it right about there, and I'll put the rest of it together off camera. But that's how you do it. It's just that simple. But you'll have to spend a little bit of money. You'll need a jack, you'll need a sheet of metal. You're going to need a transmission jack, a good one that's adjustable where you can adjust and up and down and all that, and your chain that goes around the drum to keep it on the jack platform. So, yeah, this doesn't look like a Dodge Dart, but some people have an interest in mechanic work on commercial trucks. And I've been doing that for a long time, working on these old trucks. I mean, I don't know, 40 years, I guess. Well, that's it. I'll make some more videos of some of this stuff later. And I'm not saying I'm done with classic cars, but for the moment, I'm trying to get this truck into shape. All right. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. And I hope this helps somebody who doesn't have the $175 an hour to pay a shop to do this, when you can just do it at the house, and you can do truck after truck, wheel after wheel, whatever, all by yourself. I'll see you later.